All right, some of us are already thinking about Halloween and spooky season. I'm getting my costume picked out now. A local author is helping us all get ready. Micah House just released his second book in his series about the Blanchard Witches. He joins us now with details. Good morning, Micah. How's it going?
Good morning, Catherine. It's great. How are you?
Doing well. We're so glad that you're joining us.
Thank you for having me back.
For those of us for those who haven't read the first Blanchard Witches, tell us about this family. Introduce us to them.
So, a lot of people, freak out when you hear the word witches, but they're a wonderful, typical Southern family, very close, a grandmother, her daughters, the grown grandchildren. They all live together. They have a lot of fun, a lot of problems, tragedy, but at the end, they always stick together. And when you throw the magic in, it makes it a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, not skimping on the drama there, but yeah, the magic too that really brings this to life. And you can tell that you were influenced by growing up in the South. Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Tuscaloosa, but more specifically Cottondale, and I've kind of set Daimler County as sort of like the Coaling-Cottondale area.
I was going to ask, yeah, Daimler County is not a real county in Alabama,
Not a real county.
But you can kind of sense some similarities there.
Right. It's positioned between Birmingham and Tuscaloosa.
That's wonderful.
Fictitiously.
Yeah, so all of us who are familiar with that area, yeah, you'll find some hints in there, certainly. So where does the story go in your second installment here?
So the second book picks up about a month after the first one left off. My characters Seth and Yasmin are back from their honeymoon, just in time for a new batch of trouble. There's a new mystery. I don't want to give away too much
Sure.
from the first book.
Of course.
But there's a mysterious shadow on the wall of Blanchard House that's one of the relatives that's been cursed there. Well, now the shadow's missing, and they need to find out why. Has she been freed? Is she dead? What happened to her?
Interesting. Now you have an excerpt that you are going to read that really showcases the mystery of the second book, and really it just kind of makes you jump right in there. It hooks you right from the start. So we'd love to hear just a little bit from the second book, Prodigal Daughters.
Thank you. There was so much she did not know. She had been in this room for so long, yet she had no memory of it. Would she ever manage to speak again, or walk? And where exactly would she walk to if she could? Certainly not out there in that corridor, not where all those horrible screams were coming from. She wondered just what they were doing to the poor person who was out there screaming. She wanted to cry. She was at the mercy of this cruel nurse. Does anyone even know I am here? The nurse was the only person she had seen since she had been here. Would anyone ever come? Didn't this place have any other staff?
Interesting. So at this point in the book, even if you've read the first book, you don't really know who she is, right?
You kind of figure it out.
Okay.
It's pretty easily. If you've read the first book, you kind of know who it is.
Okay, there's hints there, yes.
Right.
Yes, but it still draws you in and makes you want to know exactly what's going on there. So how did you come up with the inspiration for this family?
Really based a lot on just people I know. I mean, this is a Southern family. The grandmother is based on my two grandmothers. Her kooky best friend is my grandmother's sister, and all of her gossipy antics. And just, I don't know, as I've read through it again, when I write the next books, I notice more and more I recognize myself in each person and lots of people I've known all my life in each person.
Sure. And did you have that intention when you were writing some of these characters, or did they just kind of come out?
They just came out.
Sure.
They write themselves, kind of. I'll usually have an outline for a book, and I always stray from it midway because it just writes itself in a different direction.
Well, you have to listen to the characters too, and that's
Right.
the hallmark of great characters is when they kind of take you away
Right.
on a different
And
journey.
they do. Sometimes I find myself, I don't know how to come out of this one, but I just keep following it.
There you go. They'll lead you to it. I love it. Do you see this series becoming a TV series or a movie?
I do. It's very drama, soap opera, comedy-esque. I think it would make a great television series, and that's the hopes. We're planning to shop it around.
That's wonderful. I think there'd be an audience. Certainly, I think there are shows that are similar, but I'd love to see one, set right here in Central Alabama and really capturing some of the magic that we have in real life here in Central Alabama.
Yeah, and seeing our own landmarks and
Yeah.
cities mentioned on television would be great.
Exactly. I love it. Where can people find your books, Micah?
So here in Birmingham, you can find it at Little Professor, and in Tuscaloosa at Ernest and Hadley, where I'm having the second book launch tomorrow.
That is
And you can
wonderful.
get them online, Amazon, Books A Million, Goodreads, Barnes & Noble.
Wonderful. And what time is the book launch if people want to head over there?
Tomorrow the book launch is from 5 to 7 at Ernest and Hadley in Tuscaloosa.
Awesome. So you can go there. Wonderful, Micah. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Catherine.